Smoke curling from a half-lit street lamp, a payphone ringing with no one around to answer, and the sense that someone's watching you from the shadows. That's the texture of 70s thrillers. Gritty, stylish, and often overlooked gems hiding in the VHS graveyard. Today, we're counting down 5 forgotten 70s thrillers you've probably never seen, but absolutely should. It's the kind of movie that makes you double check your door locks. Oh, and before someone cuts the phone line, tap that like button and subscribe. Consider it your insurance policy. This British thriller drops us into the London underworld, where a suave but morally wobbly anti-hero named Moon is juggling gangster, secret oil money, and enough double crosses to make your head spin. Think James Bond if Bond were broke and working odd jobs for crime bosses. Director Pete Walker is best known for greenhouse-style horror, so seeing him tackle a crime thriller feels like finding a punk band trying jazz. The movie's cheapness is part of its charm. You almost feel the cigarette smoke stuck to the film stock. And just wait until you catch Moon's fashion choices. Bell bottoms and bullets don't mix. Or do they? Imagine being stuck on a luxury liner while a mysterious saboteur has rigged the entire ship with bombs. No Wi-Fi, no escape, just the North Atlantic and a ticking clock. That's Juggernaut. Richard Harris leads a team of bomb disposal experts who helicopter ink like grumpy skydivers, trying to defuse explosives while the passengers sip cocktails and argue about shuffleboard. Here's the wild detail. Fox originally hoped to market the film as the Poseidon Adventure with Dynamite, but director Richard Lester leaned hard into realism. Harris and his co-stars actually trained with the British Navy's bomb squad, giving the wire-cutting scenes a sweaty truth. If you had to snip the headwire on a cruise ship mid-storm, would you trust your gut or roll the dice?
Juggernaut, the greatest sea adventure of all time, has just begun.
This one's directed by the same guy behind Anatomy of a Murder, but instead of a courtroom, Rosebud plants us in a yacht hijacking. A terrorist group kidnaps 5 young women from wealthy families, and journalist Larry Martin is roped into a rescue mission that's half political thriller and half awkward cocktail party. Isabelle Huppert, yes, that French cinema legend, made her English language debut here. She later admitted she barely understood her lines at the time, which makes rewatching her performance oddly fascinating. Here's Charles Bronson, but not the Bronson you expect. Instead of mowing down gangs with a grimace, he's playing a laid-back crime novelist who gets dragged into the mess he usually only writes about. Hired to recover some stolen notebooks, he stumbles into a labyrinth of murders, femme fatales, and Beverly Hills intrigue. The curveball? This was Bronson's first American film after years of European hits. Critics didn't quite know what to make of him as a smooth, almost playful lead. Also, keep your eyes peeled. A very young Jeff Goldman pops up as a punk mugger. Blink and you miss him. But once you notice, you can't unsee. So what's scarier? Bronson cracking jokes or Jeff Goldblum holding you at knife point in an alley? Based on the British TV series The Sweeney, this film adaptation cranks everything up. More profanity, more shootouts, and a story dripping with political corruption. Detectives Reagan and Carter are unleashed on a case involving a high-level cover-up. They tackle it with the subtlety of a pub fight at closing time. The filmmakers knew they couldn't outglam Hollywood, so they went the opposite route, unpolished and about as glamorous as a warm beer. It's a time capsule of 70s London, crumbling estates, smoke-filled pubs, and a police force that's two steps away from a nervous breakdown. So there you have it, 5 shadowy thrillers from the 70s that deserve a second life. Which of these would you dust off for a midnight screening? Drop your pick in the comments. And while you're at it, join our little circle of film sleuths by subscribing. And if you're hungry for more, the Thriller Files sections of our channel is loaded with overlooked crime dramas and various suspense gems. Until next time, lights out, case closed.